From Barstow to Bolivia, welcome fellow fans of Clash of Clans. It is your host Galadon. It is the 89th installment of Gem Farm Fix Max That Rush. The wall grind is real, and yes, I have come to the conclusion that the worst thing in all of Clash of Clans is grinding walls. I am doing it on so many different accounts right now. If you guys are missing some of those series, make sure you subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications. Of course, early and accurate update information is just around the corner, and I'd like to be the first to tell you the exact date of the Town Hall 15 update is going to be revealed as soon as I possibly can. Sorry about that, you guys. If you've been watching the channel for a while, you know how that goes. You know that I can only reveal it once, because then I will have to stop making YouTube videos about Clash of Clans. So let's just hold off a little bit longer. Let's continue on the wall grind on Galadon 14.0. And hey, the good news is we're not fully burned out yet. Only semi-burned out at this point. It's kind of that weird time before new Town Hall content. We are waiting for the World Championships to be done because we know nothing can really happen between now and then. Clash Fest has been Clash Fest, right? Let's just admit. Okay, let's move on and talk about what we're doing here. So we have the gold pass each season on this account, but we've really dramatically slowed down as far as the spending. The $7,000 account is not going to become the $8,000 or the $10,000 account. We are going to stay within reason and try to max out with the minimal amount spent from now on for these final 157 walls. And yes, do you guys realize that within about a month, I will be wall grinding on 3 Town Hall 14 accounts, essentially. I mean, No Cash and Gold Pass Clash obviously have other upgrades as well, but they're going to have all of these level 15 walls to get upgraded, and it's starting to become intimidating. It really is. It's starting to become, I'll be honest, a little bit depressing, the idea that I've got like 1,000 wall upgrades to do. But yeah, I've got you guys, and you guys inspire me, I'll admit. I read the comments, they keep me going. Some of you love No Cash, some of you love Gold Pass, some of you love this account, or some of you love just to complain about Clash in general, and that's all cool. Just know that you're likely to be trolled in a future episode, right? It's likely going to happen. Okay, we went out, we did a raid, believe it or not. Yes, this account does raids and picks up the star bonus whenever it can, and there we go. Only 149 walls to go. Now, I have heard from many different players that they are thankful for the Forge for raid weekends because it gives otherwise maxed out players something to do. For me, it is a sink. It is a place where I can spend all of this dark elixir that would otherwise go to waste. Remember, the only way that we can stack magic items like potions, runes, and books, that's going to be by purchasing them. When we get them in the Gold Pass, we have to use them or lose them, and sometimes abuse them, and that's what we're doing here, putting the Forge to work for more than 220,000 dark elixir just going to the Forge. And you know, of course, that's going to the clan Just Galadon to help me over there, which that's another whole thing we need to talk about at some point. But let's get that out of the way. Let's talk about what's happening right here, and that is more full storages, more wall upgrades at 5.6 million each. No, I love it. Don't get me wrong. I'm not complaining. This is fun. I'm lucky. I am blessed. I'm thankful. I am grateful that I can be sitting here doing this for a living. Still, after nearly 10 years, and it all comes down to one thing, and that is you, the viewers. Those of you that watch the live streams especially, and those of you that watch the videos, you keep the channel going like a train huffing and puffing down the tracks. It's not a 300-mile-an-hour maglev Far East train, but more like a, 1920s style coal engine, but it's still going. It's still going down the tracks, and I appreciate you guys for that. And that's a terrible analogy, but I hope you get the idea that I'm thankful for you guys. Okay, I'm also thankful that we got some more loot, that we got some more wall rings, that we are going to finally, in today's episode, finish the L out of these walls. The L in Galadon. There you go. We've got 138 walls to go, and raid weekends. Oh, speaking of raid weekends, yes, I'm having fun. No, it's not a good idea to attack with the same exact army with 28 different accounts, but that's essentially where we've gotten at this point. And yeah, so I don't know. Sneaky archers, here's the way that I feel torn about them. They're strong, they're great, they're fun, but when you're attacking literally 100 plus times with them in a weekend, it gets a little bit tedious like anything else. So again, I'm in full support of raid weekends of the clan capital. I think it's a great way to accelerate the progress of your account just a little bit more, but I do think that it's ideal for the player with 1, 2, maybe 3 accounts. And those of us that have a dozen or more accounts, we just should not complain because you brought it upon yourself, right? We brought it upon ourselves to be forced to do this and to try ever new combinations of sneaky archers. That made no sense, but now I'm just rambling. No, literally, I apologize. See, you can see that sometimes in videos, I just get sidetracked and I start to ramble. And I'll be honest with you guys, usually I delete that stuff. I didn't today, so there you go. You've got Galaramble. Check this out though, come on. Galadon, 28K. Galadon 14.0, nearly 26K. That was a lot of fun to grab 1 and 2. And again, it did take about 6 accounts for me to do that because I used 4 accounts to set up the attacks for those other 2 accounts. So it's not really that realistic to expect anybody would do that unless they had a ton of accounts or they're wasting attacks like I sort of did. But, you know, hey, we had a couple extra spots. Okay, let's move on. Gold Pass. Yes, the Gold Pass, we had a few things to give us a few extra gems here. We did collect all of the runes. You saw me burn that rune of Dark Elixir earlier. Obviously, we would love to have more runes of gold and elixir. And we are, like you saw earlier in the episode, still working on the builder base, which to me, whatever. I try not to knock things like the builder base just because I'm not a big fan. We're not going to pick up any of the packages. I didn't even buy the Clash Fest scenery. I didn't pick up the new hero skins, but I did put in code Galadon at the end of the episode just to make sure that I had it active in case we decided to make a purchase in the future. And again, even though I didn't really do a full-on shout out for use code Galadon, those of you that use it, thank you. Again, it makes a huge difference. I appreciate you guys, and 134 walls to go. And I'll admit, again, this is probably the most pointless rambling episode that I've made in a long time. I'm going to apologize now so I don't have to go on like Clash with Ash and make an apology video separately from the video that deserved the apology. So I'm just going to apologize right now for this episode. And thank you guys that are patient enough to listen to me ramble for 7 to 10 minutes. Okay, let's go on to the status report where we were testing to see how high we could get in trophies. 3450 seems about as high as we're going to get. We didn't spend any money, but once again, we have, I'm not going to say wasted, we have invested $7,325 in this account. Oh, that hurts to just say that out loud. 8,850 gems remain, and the walls, we got down through, 23 walls today? We are going to get this done before Town Hall 15. Thank you once again, Galafam, one and all, for sticking around all the way to the end of the episode for just... I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Now get out there. Love and appreciate life. Be kind to other people, animals, and the planet. And I hope to see you all back here again tomorrow for more full attacks.
Galadon, you say you're rambling. I noticed no difference between this video and any other. You ramble.